Hey guys and lady guys, my name is Otkin and welcome to new video. We can all put 2020 behind us, happy in the fact that every single one of our problems magically went away just because our calendar now says 2021 instead of 2020. We did it. Please leave a like to support this channel. Your like makes huge difference. Thank you. Enjoy the new video. Roast us. Dollar Tree TikTok influencers. So any TikTok influencer? No fork in that family tree. Family tree looking like a French braid. I'll take she's only into it for the pills for 100 Alex. I imagine her eating Xanax bars out of his open palm, like feeding a horse sugar cubes. You're the most bland looking couple I've ever seen. Your foreplay probably consists of texting images back and forth while sitting on the couch together. I bet you're so poor that your tax returns were also written on the back of a paper plate. You look like your first kiss was at the family reunion. Why should they wait for a family reunion? They are sharing a room in their parents' house. You look like you switched hooders before taking that pic. Also, the girl desperately wants to leave, but also really needs the $50 the guy paid her to take a picture together. By the body language, I can tell you're having relationship issues. I'd recommend sitting down together and taking a real personal inventory. You could even try finally listening to your parents and sleep in separate beds, now that you're older. Just turned 18. Let's start off adulthood in pain. You look like a single 35-year-old mother who parties with her 17-year-old daughter. They're both from Fort Lauderdale and everyone mistakes them for sisters. You should start adulthood off by thanking Planned Parenthood for being closed that day. Which way are you transitioning? Look like a guy trying to be a girl that's trying to be a guy. You look like a Fallout New Vegas character. Or a cyberpunk character on PS1. You look like you're one bad day away from spewing green puke all over a priest. Think of all the down votes. You're now old enough to get on not safe for work subs. Bold of you to assume I'd post anything there. Or lucky for us that you won't. Your haircut says you really hate your stepdad named Phil, so you did something bold to upset him. What gender are you? Female lol. Are you sure? Yeah, says so on my birth certificate, and my vagina is kinda hard to argue with. Well, we could argue with your vagina, I'm just afraid it would bite back. Or worse, it could ask you to come in. I think my ding dong just shrunk out of existence. Looks like you hit the random button in a character creator. Roast us like 2020 hasn't already. An English teacher and a digital nomad. We met while traveling and adopted an overweight cat. Now we live together in Turkey. Happy New Year's y'all. Even the cat knows it's not gonna last. Cat is who brings the food to the table. Only thing that cat can catch is diabetes. Digital nomad equals lazy person who surfs the internet. Digital nomad sounds just like unemployed with no future, but with extra steps. An English teacher and an unemployed person. You probably adopted the cat so it could hunt you some food. I bet you to engage in Jasmine and Aladdin role playing. I've seen Milk Mustache more impressive than yours. She's trying. This girl thought she'd meet some foreign hunk who would whisk her away. Now she's working as an English teacher in another country to act like this guy's mom, pay his bills, wash his clothes and clean his house while he chases Turkish tail all day. Tell me I'm wrong. The passion is still there for now. In time, I'd say 12 to 18 months, he will be bored of her sexually and she will be resentful of the time and money she wasted on him and the support she gave. Unfortunately, this is prime procreating age and you are both wasting your time on a wanderlust fiction. If a baby doesn't happen after a sloppy weekend in the next 4 to 5 months, I'd be shocked, but maybe fate will finally deal you a hand. God knows it hasn't done anything for either of you in the looks department. 2021, here we come. Was this one of those, if neither of us are married by 40 friendship pacts? Did you adopt this young man? He's happy because he knows it will only last until his business trip to Syria. How does it feel when the bag's under your eyes? Need a bigger bra than your tits? Also, taking photos with refugees for likes on Facebook is so 2018. You can virtue signal better. You both look like you could be the other one's parent. She's built like she catches all the family dinners with a spear. You see, she is alive and well now. Give me my 4 goats and 3 camels. She gets pissed and hides his Lunchables on top of the microwave when he makes her pick him up by the waist so he can see the beer pong table. My first cake day, why not do a roast? Just graduated with teaching degree. Still living at home. Recently single. Car totaled. No job. Oh, and I'm 30. I bet your most commonly used phrase this year will be, I don't usually do this on the first date. What was her last year's phrase? Based on the timing, I think she broke up with the teacher after she graduated. So probably, do you promise I'm getting an A? Every statement she says will be prefaced with a now I know I'm a rough looking 30, but hear me out. I bet you and your son both have the same dad. Alabama has entered the chat. Alabama is typing. Jesus has left the chat and refuses to take the wheel. A freckle for every time your biological clock ticked. 1. When you're 30, you've lost all claim to the word home. It's my parents' house. 2. You planned a December graduation for a career field that primarily hires people to start in July/August. 3. As a father, I will say you do seem like a pleasant young lady. That said, it should be obviously single. Celebrating a year since I successfully committed to recovering from an eating disorder. Tear apart my newly found self-confidence. Being a communist is fitting with all your red flags. I thought Fiona was green as an ogre. I've seen this one. It's where the stepdad comes in and pretends to be sleepwalking and you go along with it so as not to wake him. I thought it was the one where her hand is stuck in the sink and stepdad has to F her loose. The one thing your friends and family enjoyed about your anorexia is they got to see less and less of you. Congrats on not sticking your finger down your throat for a year. Gonna be a fun conversation telling your next boyfriend that giving a BJ is going to cause you PTSD. Beware the woman older than the art on her walls. Sorry I missed your funeral last year. You've really committed to that color palette. I suspect beige is just a metaphor for your personality. Given your choice in clothing and art, you haven't taken a risk since the Hoover administration. You're the reason why I never go into room 217. Only grands. She modeled for Picasso, which goes to show you he wasn't going for an abstract portrait. He just didn't have much to work with. I run and game almost every day. I'm a wind farm technician. I haven't dated anyone in 6 years. My best recent pickup line on Tinder was, what's your favorite color? You became a wind farm technician so you could get something to blow you. Working with giant turbines every day and you don't have a single fan. Word of advice. If they say anything other than beige, you ain't got a chance. Her favorite color was not you. Your life is sort of like a wind turbine. A cheap alternative in case you don't have a primary. Been around for a while, but people usually forget you exist. Biggest accomplishment of my life is a 36 on the act. 6 years later I'm living with my parents and working at a salad shop for minimum wage. I was sent home by a 19-year-old manager for making salads too slowly. Reddit, toss my salad. You look like you bring up that 36 on the hour every hour. Your handwriting looks like what my mum's does when she is pretending to sign a card as if it's from our dog. You're the exception to No Child Left Behind and proof that teaching kids to take a test instead of giving them an education that is learning critical thinking and problem solving skills equips them to be nothing more than failed salad makers. The next salad you toss will be your cellmates. You see that piece of paper in the metal spiral? It was once a part of something useful. In itself it contributed to that piece of paper's potential. But that paper was ripped away in its use and now all that's left is that little piece. It's unpleasant to look at, completely unusable, but way too much trouble to get rid of. That's you. Thanks for watching, you grass eating animal. If you made it this far, type in comments how many finger you have on your left hand. I need that info. Thanks, see you soon.